How are you, sir? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Mr. Red West, baby. Oh, yeah. We love you. We love you, brother. We love you. All right. Yeah. The guys are in the house. Hey, and Red, baby.
Made you look.
Royalty, baby. It's all good.
The toughest teacher in the whole school. And she said next week, instead of studying music, we're going to sing Christmas carols. And Elvis raised his hand and said, Miss Mormon, can I bring my guitar? And people in class looked at him like, are you crazy? A 12-year-old bring a guitar to school and sing it? But he brought it, and he sang 2 songs. He sang Cold, Cold, Icy Fingers, and he sang Old Shep. And from that moment on, I said, wow, I was taken back because I never seen a 12-year-old sing a guitar, bring a guitar and sing like that. That was our meeting. As we went through high school, in my book, I called Elvis a velvet hammer. Even though the guys were kidding him about his hair and his clothing and his guitar, he took it good-naturedly. And what I'm leading up to is the night that we had the senior class talent show, I was sitting with the ladies with the camera right there. She's taking my picture. The front row at the first seat. I was sitting there, and 3 of the football players were sitting next to me. And they'd been giving Elvis a pretty tough time. And when Elvis, they announced that Elvis had won the talent show, they stood up on their chairs and were screaming and hollering and applauding for him. And I said, hey guys, you're the same guys that gave him a hard time in high school. What's up? And they said, well, GK, he's one of us now. He took it good-naturedly, and we love him. He won the talent show. So you know how things turn around. That's how Elvis was. He walked down the hall and he kind of quiet. He never was an extrovert. He didn't push himself, but he made his statement with that hair, clothing, and the guitar. He knew where he was going, what he was going to do. I think he had a goal to achieve, and boy, did he ever achieve it.
I've been in this auditorium, George and I were just talking a while ago. Brings back a lot of memories. It looks a little bit smaller than it did back then. But anyway, we're here to honor mainly Elvis. George and I grew up with Elvis here at Hume. We know all the things that went on, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, meeting Elvis here in Hume. And our relationship went on from there, as many of you know about. And I just want to introduce my wife, Patricia, my granddaughters. My granddaughters are here from California on their way to Knoxville to attend Tennessee University. But anyway, and George and I, you know, were a little ahead of John. I remember John Bramlett when he was this tall in the 7th grade. And then years later, he got this tall and got this wide. And my favorite memory of him is when he intercepted a pass and he playing professional football, ran it for a touchdown and was going to celebrate and throw it in the stand. He drew back and the ball rolled off his hand.
I'm going to put you on the spot in a minute, son. I'm going to get you to sing a song. How about you take this? Oh, Shep. Oh, Shep. You're going to go Shep with the king of
Well, George, I'll do whatever you like, but I'd like to sing a little of Old Shep.
Okay. That's the song Elvis won on the talent show. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Mark James. For those of you, I know a lot of you know who he is, but those who don't, he wrote Elvis's #1 best-selling record in the history of Elvis Presley music catalog. He wrote Suspicious Minds.
Well, it's great to see you. Talking about this happening today, and Red West, he and Red West was going to be honored today with everyone else here, and I wanted to be here. I'm in town, so I thought I wanted to be here.
College Shep. I can't walk out. What a great life. He also wrote Moody Blue for Elvis. He's standing here. I asked him one time, Ronnie, I said, Mark and I wrote 8 songs together. We wrote Ronnie Millsap's first chart record called Loving You Is a Natural Thing. But he went off and left because he's a great songwriter, one of the top songwriters of the 20th century, as selected by Broadcast Music Industries. But I asked Mark one day, I said, Mark, in Moody Blue, you got a great line called, when it's Monday, she's Tuesday. How the heck did you come up with that? And he said, I was thinking of carrying my wife.
I was a man, an ocean was apart. Over hills and meadows we've roamed straight. Just a boy and his dog, we were both full of fun. We grew up together that way. Okay, we're going to shorten it. It's got a lot of verses. And one day the doctor looked at me and said, I can't do no more for Jim. Oh, Shep, he has gone where the good doggies go, and no more with old Shep. But if dogs have a heaven, there's one thing I know. Come here, Ray. Come here. Come on, Ray. We got this last line. Old Shep has gone wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the $1,000 quartet. Here we go. $1,000 quartet right here. Oh, shit. The one and only time we'll see that song again from the stage, I'm sure.
Hey, by the way, I'm going to be at the New Daisy Theater, and my promoter is sitting right there, Danny Raspberry, said, if I don't tell y'all that Wednesday night, he said you'd go with me, so I told him. There you go. That's tomorrow night, yeah, the New Daisy. What time's the show, Danny? 7 o'clock. Thank you.
I'm McDowell, ladies and gentlemen. And
You stabilize.
There's the marker for Hume's High, baby. It's all good.
originally named Northside High School, the school of this site was renamed Humes High School in 1925 in honor of Lawrence C. Humes, 1880-1925, president of the Memphis Board of Education. It operated for 42 years, closing in 1967. Its most celebrated alumnus was Elvis Presley, 1935-1977, originally and popularized rock and roll music and was originated and popularized one of the most successful entertainers in the history of the 20th century. Elvis Presley entered Humes High Junior High in 1948, graduated from Humes High in 1953. His singing career began while he was a student at Humes High, where he won the senior class talent show. His slick back hair and unusual style of the day were tolerated by Principal Thomas C. Brindley. Now what's on the other side?